guys, welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Phil. In today's video, let's make these yummy minced beef rolls. Yo, these are so good. Everyone will just love them, and they are very easy to make, and they don't even require much ingredients to make them. So without saying more, let's get started. So in your bowl, you will add all-purpose flour. You'll also add some salt and sugar. You're going to mix this well for about a minute. Set that aside. Next, let's activate the yeast. So here I have a half a cup of warm water. To that I've added active dry yeast. Mix that well and let that sit for about 5 minutes. Once that is done, you'll add it to your flour mixture. You're also going to follow that with some warm milk, and I'm also adding some vegetable oil. You're just going ahead with your clean hands and mix that well until you have a very soft and smooth dough. So remember to get the whole written recipe in the description box down below, and if you're new to this channel, you're much welcome. So once you're done kneading the dough, cover that and let it rest for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. Next, let's make our beef filling. So here I have 2 slices of bread. You'll remove the outer part. So you'll just place this in a bowl, and then you're going to add milk. So I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of milk. This is just to soak the bread. So you'll just soak this for 1 minute, and just using your clean hands, you're going to crush that until you have small pieces of bread. Remember, if you have breadcrumbs, you can use it instead of soaking the bread. So for this recipe, you will use a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. So back to our meat filling, I've added green onions, egg, some assorted spices, garlic. So you just go ahead and mix everything together until it's nicely incorporated. Okay guys, remember I have listed all the spices that I've used for this recipe in the description box down below, so don't forget to check on that. Quickly, let's make this batter up that we will use in our dough. So I'm just mixing 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I've added some oil. Mix that well, set that aside, and here our dough is ready. It has doubled in size. So you'll just go ahead and give it a light punch to release out the air build up in that dough. Next, you'll place it on your working space, and then you're just going to cut it to 7 equal pieces, and just using your hands, you will form small round balls. And then next, you're just going to roll them out. So place them on your flat surface, and just using a rolling pin, you're going to roll this. So you're going to roll this to about 8 to 10 centimeters wide. We need it that wider because we will be folding it in our next step. So once you're done rolling, you'll just spread the butter rub on the dough. So make sure every corner of the dough is covered with the butter rub. Next, you'll just fold one side, as you can see the way I'm doing it here, and then rub it with the butter rub. You'll do the same thing on the other side. You'll again fold the top part and apply some butter. Be generous with the butter, by the way. So you'll again fold the last part, and you'll have this square shaped dough. So for our next step, we're just going to roll this dough out. So you'll just spread some flour on your working space. Quickly flatten it with your hands, and then next you're just gonna take your rolling pin, and then you're just going to roll this to a nice square shaped dough. So the shape doesn't have to be that perfect, but at least you have a nice square shape. So next, we're just going to add our meat filling. So just put it on one side at the end of the dough, and just using your hands, you'll slowly roll it to form a log. And then once you're done, you're going to go to our next step. So remember, for this recipe, you can use any meat you want, be it pork, be it chicken, or if you're a vegetarian, you can use some legumes or lentils. I mean, you can work with anything you have. So for our next step, we're just going to cut this into smaller pieces before we bake it. So you just go ahead and cut them to about 3 centimeters. You can cut them either big or small pieces. You can work with whatever size you want. So next, you just pick every piece, and then you're just going to arrange them on our baking tray. So here I have a baking tray that has a foil paper. So you're just going to line them nicely, and then let's make our egg wash. So here I'm just beating 1 egg, and then you're just going to take your brush, spread that egg wash on top of each roll piece. So for our last step, I'm just topping the rolls with some sesame seeds. So for this recipe, I'm using white and black sesame seeds. Remember, you can get the sesame seeds in the supermarket at the dry food section. Also, if you don't have sesame seeds, you can just bake them like that. So you'll preheat your oven for 10 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius, and then you're going to bake these for 30 to 35 minutes, or until they're nicely golden browned on top. And that's just it. The meat rolls are ready. They look so yum, and they smell so yum as well. So this is always a crowd pleaser. You can make it if you have some party or you have some friends over. You can serve this with some sauce on the side, and I tell you, everyone will love this. So to store them, just put them in a Ziploc bag or in an airtight container to prevent them losing moisture, because the bread tends to become very hard if they're exposed to air. So that's just it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope you're going to make yourself some meat rolls, and I hope you enjoy. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Don't forget to catch me on Instagram and TikTok at fields_kitchen. So till my next video, bye.